Hey everyone, it's Carly Hall, and in today's video, we are going to be going over the text tool. So if you've never used the text tool or you're intimidated by using script fonts because you don't know how to weld them, I'm going to show you everything you need to know on using fonts and welding them together. So to get started, let's click on the text tool and type out the word love. There's the word. It defaults to Cricut Sans, the font, and that's actually one of my favorite fonts because it's a really simple sans serif font that matches with everything, and it's free to use. So even if you don't have Cricut access, you can cut this font for free. I want a script font for the purposes of this video, so I'm going to use a font that I've downloaded onto my computer and use that for this demo. At the top, you'll notice there are 3 sections: in all, system, and Cricut. If you are an Access member, you'll notice that all these A's are free to use for you since you're a subscriber. But if you're not a subscriber, you may notice a price or a cost associated to those fonts. So if you don't want to pay for a font, or you have a ton of fonts on your computer and you want to use those, you can cut your fonts for free. So I'm going to use a font that's already on my computer. It's called Argentinian Nights, and I purchased this from Creative Market. I'll put a link in the description so you know where I got it. If you look at the preview, the font is all connected together and it almost looks like handwriting, even though it's a font. So I'm going to choose that. And you'll notice when it comes in, the letters are not connected and there's uneven gaps and spacing between each letter. So to fix that, we are going to use this edit toolbar up here, this text toolbar. And if you click off the word, you'll notice that that disappears. So to retrieve that toolbar, you just click on the word and then it'll show up again. So to get started, let's adjust our letter spacing by choosing letter spacing up here. And I like to knock it down to 0 just to get started to see where that puts us. And this word is very unevenly spaced. So you'll see that the L and the O are almost overlapping, but then there's uneven spacing between the other letters. So now that I have my letter spacing, even if I were to manipulate this and go down into the negatives, my L and my O are overlapping, but my other letters aren't even touching. So we'll have to play around with this a little bit more. We're going to ungroup it to letters, and you have 3 ways to do that. You can ungroup to letters here. You can ungroup over on the layers panel, or you can right click and ungroup. All 3 do the exact same thing and it will give you 4 different layers. So now when you cut out your word, you'll notice that you'll get 4 different letters or pieces. So we're going to manually move the letters closer together. Let's make this a little bit bigger. And then we're going to click on the O with our cursor, and holding down the Shift key, I'm going to slide it over. By holding down the Shift key, it'll keep it on the same path. So if I don't hold down the Shift key, I can move it up and down over and it won't stay in that same line. But if I hold down the Shift key, even though I'm moving my cursor around a lot, it'll lock it to that same path. So scooch everything over, and then we'll scooch the E over as well. Now, if I were to cut this right now, it looks like it's one piece. But if we were to change the color of this to a lighter color, like pink, you'll notice there's actually small cut lines between the letters. So if I were to cut this, I would still get 4 different letters. And I'll show you that on the Make It screen as well. So not only would I get 4 different pieces, but they're also not staying where I want them to be when I cut them. So to solve for this problem, we are not going to group it. Group it will just hold it together on your mat. So I'll show you that even though if I group it here, when I click Make It, they are just held together on the canvas, not on the actual cut preview screen. So you don't need to group it. And a lot of people, their next reaction is to attach it, because while attaching holds it in the right place to cut, it will not actually combine the letters into one image. So even though it looks like this will be one image, it actually will still have little cut marks between the letters, and that might not be optimal for making a shirt with iron-on. You'll see little cut lines. So to get rid of those little cut lines between the letters, we can detach it, select everything, and then choose Weld. Now, Unfortunately, this is a known bug in the Cricut world where if your letters are overlapping too much, they may close in like this when you weld. But don't worry, I'm going to show you what to do if this happens. So we're going to undo this, and then I'm going to zoom out a bit, and I'm going to increase the size. When I'm troubleshooting with my letters, the first thing I do is increase my size almost as big as I can go so that I have more space between my cut lines, and then I try to weld again. More often than not, this will solve the problem on the first try. Now, I will get a warning because my image is too big. I need to reduce it. But that's okay because I just wanted to make sure that the inside of this letter wasn't lost, and then I can reduce the size down to whatever size I actually was planning on cutting it. So let's say I wanted to cut it at 8 inches. Now all of my insides of my letters are still there without any problems. Now let's take a look at it on the Make It screen to make sure this is exactly what we want. Perfect, it is one image. All of the insides are intact and there are no cut lines between my letters. So that's it. That's how you weld your font and adjust for the issues if one of the insides of your letters is closed in. If that didn't work, the next troubleshooting advice I have for you is to move your letters further apart from each other so that they're not overlapping as much, and then try to weld again. So not a big deal. This is a known issue and there are a couple of hacky ways to fix it right now, but hopefully that will get you through your project and you'll be able to weld those beautiful cursive fonts. One last tip before I sign off. So after you weld it, it no longer says what font, and you can see that I'm clicking on it and there is no text toolbar because this no longer is an editable font. It's an image. So if I want to save a copy where it's editable, I do need to make another copy before I start changing the letters. So one of my pro tips is to type out your word underneath, and you can adjust the spacing however you want. And then I just hide it on my mat. That way, if I need to make any quick changes, I can just unhide this and edit it. Also, if you don't have that saved copy and you're curious about what font you used, you can come over to the Layers panel and right-click, and then down at the very bottom, you can choose Image Info, and you'll see that Design Space does know that this once was a font called Argentinian Nights, and now I can find the font that I used. So 2 last pro tips before I sign off here. If you found this video helpful, then also check out my Facebook group. I have an entire Facebook group dedicated to Cricut crafts, and I'd love to have you. So I'll put the link in the description below. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.